Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today for our Mooning the Ancestors, our weekly tuning to integrate ourselves with the energies that the universe, the sky clock, is offering us this week for our highest spiritual good. And I'll read you a little bit about the energies here. The biggest energies are what I title it, about a self-honesty that results then in sudden awakening and a shift that you to put you more in alignment with your heart, your spirit. So the moon energies moves through three distinct signs this week. And so yesterday and today it was in Scorpio. And it says, expect a focus on hidden truth and deep emotional processing, like it's time for detective work in your personal life rather than just surface level interaction with people. And then the 8th and 9th, so that'd be Wednesday and Thursday, are the moon is in Sagittarius, and the moon becomes a little lighter. There's involvement of the moon with Saturn and Neptune, encouraging you to launch creative projects or spend time outdoors. And sounds good. Maybe I'll be planting seeds in my garden. And then toward the end of the week, the moon moves into Capricorn, and the energy turns toward the real world, things you got going on in your life, the best time for career-oriented projects or administrative tasks, for grounding inspired ideas that you had earlier in the week. So I'll read then from the weekly quote from moonreading.com. It says, this week, a last quarter moon in Aquarius rises on April 10th, and it's about to shatter something about yourself that you've believed for years and fix something in the process. There's an idea you've been clinging to, or a version of who you are, what you stand for, or what you think you want, that no longer fits where you're at now. You've sensed it, I can tell. That old part of you needs to be let go for something new to finally take shape. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of sudden awakening. Under this lunation, a flash of clarity is coming, the kind that changes how you see everything. It may contradict something you've built your identity around, but your own mind is trying to set you free. The question is whether you'll listen. And moonreading.com also has talked about that the last quarter moon traditionally represents a crisis of consciousness, a moment when the gap between what you believe and how you live becomes too wide to bridge without action. And when this energies are in Aquarius, the crisis is intellectual and social in nature. So you may find yourself questioning the groups you belong to, or the causes you support, or ideologies you've championed. And it's not betrayal of your values, but an evolution of them. Your independent thinking is not a liability. It is your contribution. Only the beliefs that you've truly chosen for yourself, not just from what you grew up with, or because your family thinks that way, or because society does things that way. Only the things you've chosen for yourself can sustain you. And so what does the future look like when you build it from a place of intellectual honesty rather than social obligation? And that remains to be seen for each of us. And of course, there's the sun and star energies this week too. The sun remains in Aries, fueling a collective desire. Sorry, I got something in my eye here. A collective desire for independence and new beginnings. But because it's moving toward a conjunction with Saturn later in the month, there is a persistent kind of stop and go feeling of the energies toward the new beginnings it's talking about. So you might feel the urge to run forward, but other responsibilities or a need for better planning might hold you back. So have patience within your actions. And then the star energies include a lot with Mars, which is called the planet of action and drive. So Mars enters Aries on the 9th, April 9th. And it says this is a powerhouse move because Mars is at home in Aries, ending a period of sluggishness or confusion. So from Thursday onward, you'll likely feel a surge in physical energy and a lower tolerance for hesitation. And then today and tomorrow, it again is Mars has a sextile relationship with Uranus. I'm not exactly sure what all these different positions mean, but the alignment provides a spark of genius. It's an excellent window for brainstorming or trying a new approach to an old problem. So that's today and tomorrow. And then Pisces stellium, it says, I'm not sure what that means, but the energies they're talking about is while the fire of being in Aries is growing, Saturn and Neptune are still in Pisces, and it creates kind of a foggy or misty background where it's easier to have miscommunications, like things aren't as clear in your minds as what you hear spoken, or it's also called instead of miscommunication, it might call it an idealistic fog. So of not fully people not fully explaining what they mean, that creates kind of a miscommunication. So, and I'll leave you with a pro tip. It says, if you have a major decision to make, the best time this week is from evening on April 9th to about mid-afternoon on the 10th as the best energies for making the best decision. So there you go for those energies this week, and take what applies to you. And give thought to what the universe is providing for us all the time, every day, that the energies are changing and giving us these opportunities for personal growth. And so I will start our tuning here, and we'll tune for these energies for helping integrate us with the moon, sun, and star energies, for help us see what we need to see inside ourselves, for self-honesty, for that sudden awakening, that aha of seeing where we need to shift, and then making a good decision on how to make that shift or what shift to make. So we'll start. I'll start with the 222. To calm our minds, calm our energy flow. Help us be able to listen to our spirit, listen inside, listen to our heart and spirit, align the hemispheres of our mind. Breathe deep. I found myself holding my breath almost. In through your nose, deeply from your lower lobes of your lungs, or your using your diaphragm muscles, feeling your belly rise. Exhale audibly through your mouth, making noise so that it helps release tension you might be feeling. Perhaps we're already feeling, some of us feeling the edge of the tension here on, it hasn't brought us to the point yet of looking inside or listening, but we're feeling that something's not quite as easy or smooth or clear sailing. It's that something that's prodding us, just slightly prodding us to take a look, to calm our minds, to hear what it is our spirit is trying to get us to hear. So just take this time to look inside, to ask whatever we're feeling to release, to bring to the surface. Moving to the 144 to do some deeper clearing here after we've calmed, and it causes those things that need to rise to the surface for our attention to arise. Just speak to yourself or inside your head or out loud, however you say, if I release what needs to release. I release the energies that preventing me from hearing and feeling and seeing this information within me I need to see. Just shift or move or yawn or wiggle, however you need to help that energy clear. The ah sound is the heart energy, and just helping release those thoughts, those feelings we need to find that show will lead to us knowing what shift we need to make, what we're not quite in alignment with anymore, because we're evolving. Every day we're new. Just listen within you. Be willing to hear all that you can hear. Using the 528 and 417 together. So we're entraining the 111 into our mind and our biofield. Again, allowing those thoughts and feelings we need to hear to help releasing and surface, so we can think on them and see what if there is a shift we need to make where we're no longer in alignment. Just giving thanks for the universe, for all these sky clock energies that allow us these opportunities. With all their changing energies and interactions. And what happens to me quite often might be what happens to you, even today with this tuning. I can feel it releasing inside me. I can feel my subconscious knows, or what it is, but I'm not tapping into it with my conscious mind yet. And so just trust that can happen. And then perhaps later today or later this week at the right time, at the perfect time, then that will reveal to us. Maybe not as an aha, I remember that's what happened the other day, but as a, oh, I can see, yeah, I'm not here. I need to move here with that project or plan or action or line of thinking. Just fine-tuning. I just have received what this is, where I'm supposed to shift. I'm working on a little project, sending in an application for to be a speaker on classes that are coming up later this year, and I need to make a shift and something there. Letting the tone die out. Now to bring that harmony and healing in to help us integrate those things we were shown, or that were shown to our subconscious, or that we'll realize later in the week. To receive it as good, to make the shifts with not of giving up, not as regret, not as fear or worry, but as knowing it's right, knowing it's good, and the adventure of following your spirit, and the journey of becoming more and more in alignment day to day. And the strength and confidence and inner beauty that brings to your life. Okay, take a deep breath. Exhale through your nose. One more. And so it is. We give thanks. Thanks for joining me. Please join me tomorrow. I'll be doing an oracle card reading for the month of April and the energies that we're living in this year at this time. So thanks again, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.